They talk about how black men are the most incarcerated without talking about how black men are the most exonerated because we're more likely to go to jail under false pretenses. You know what I'm saying? They talk about this per capita violence when the raw numbers show that the clear community commits the most murders. You know what I'm saying? They use per capita to make it look good. But when we talk about raw numbers, we're not the violent ones. You know what I mean? And they also bring up Chicago, and Chicago's not even in the top 10 violent cities in America.
Southern rappers of all time. And the ill thing about it is, like I said, we talked about the LA rappers. We talked about the Bay rappers. We talked about New York rappers. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely tapping into the Southern market because, with me, I'm a hip-hop head. I love it all. I grew up on some. And I wish the Queen was here because once Quez mentioned it in the background about Southern rappers, she immediately said, 8 Ball in them. Trina's dope. You know what I'm saying? But Trina don't hold a candle to Missy Elliott. You know what I'm saying?
We went through the Trinas, the Mia X, the Gangsta Boo.
Right.
We went through all of them, and we was like, dang, there is somebody we missing, but that's a damn good one to be missing.
I told you.
I did not think about Missy Elliott for real. That's
A federal judge in New York dismissed a defamation lawsuit brought by rapper Drake against his own record label, Universal Music Group. At issue was a diss track written by Drake's rival, Kendrick Lamar, as part of their long-running battle.
Well, we told you this last night. Lacey's attorney says he didn't do it. And he says this video you're about to see proves it. He says it shows Lacey was nowhere near the crash when it happened.
Demand that I give a certain amount. How are you going to demand that? That's crazy.
To say that you get more jobs outside of the Breakfast Club now without mentioning that you get them because the Breakfast Club is crazy.
He wasted a half a year in the campaign. And so where she, again, matter of fact, Yeah. Microphone check. Yeah. It's that boy 3R. Microphone check. When I step on the set, I demand all respect. Yeah, you fail to neglect. If you want to talk, then catch one to your neck. Oh,
No, that be third degree with the drama. Like I said, we control it from here to Alabama. Throw you in the slammer, correct the grammar. Better yet, we about to make you go and throw your hands up. Yeah, I can't hear the beat, but I still speak and I still keep it unique. And you already know I will never see defeat. If you hate on me, kiss my feet. Kinda like show enough, you ain't got no gauze. To try to keep up, yeah, you better check your balls. Yeah, we wait for no applause. Like I said right now, it's F all of y'all that be hating, debating in the left wing. If you don't know, watch third degree swing. I'm kinda like a Mike Tyson fight, say goodnight. You better go ahead and just catch another flight. We got Jess, correct you with the mess. And we got Quez and he's standing on business. Yes, I'm still fresh to death and I'm ill. If you don't know, you better swallow that pill. Cause for real, I be the real deal. And we don't hang with people that squeal. That's unofficial. But I'ma go ahead and hurt you with a verse or two to give you a preview. Sneak what we do, keep it unique. Like I said, third degree is never that sweet. Yeah, I got flow for days. When I step on the scene, I flow like grenades. Then I might serenade your lady. If you don't like it, yeah, she might have a baby or two or three, but not by me. Literally, third degree king of the IE. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm just going off the dome. You know that I'm playing. I'm just relaying the message. For those that don't get it, F you. And I don't mean nobody specific. In case you get harsh feelings. Or maybe trying to step to those that want to oppose. You get a black rose, and I suppose maybe if you don't know what I mean, yes, third degree is right on your screen. Yes, let's go ahead and start it. Cause right now we pour out some liquor for the daily the party. And I'm regarded one of the illest. If you really don't know, yes, you come and have to feel it. I'm hotter than the skillet. Yes, you better feel it. Like a banana. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? One flow, two flow, three. Yes, we're looking at third degree. Friday night greatness ABC.
You gotta peel it like a banana. That's how we go. That's how we go in that. That's
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All righty.
Peel off like a banana. I don't be thinking. The whole point of freestyle is not to think. So I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize, y'all.
Yep, I almost banged him upside his head.
Man, Jess, you gotta live with him. You know what I'm saying? I just be here on Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing though? How y'all feeling, man?
We here, man. How about you?
Oh man, I'm good, man. Let me give y'all a shout out, man. Y'all had an amazing show last week. You know what I mean? In my medical absence, you know what I'm saying? Had some little health concerns, but you did. Queen stepped in to did what she usually does, is take over when I fall down. You know what I'm saying? So,
man,
but it was definitely a good show.
POP holding it down.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. I went back and watched the show.
Through it.
Huh?
No, I said I was barely able to get through it, so she held it down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all had an amazing show, man. Great topics. You know what I'm saying? Good discussion. It was dope. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I feel good to be able to watch like a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you know, see her watch the show. I ain't watching me. You know what I'm saying? It was good stuff.
Well, at least you ain't somewhere scrunched up with your face looking.
Oh yeah,
just waiting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just miserable as funk.
I'll never hate. I always congratulate, man. You know what I'm saying? Hating is a very strenuous task. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah, you could be spending that time and energy doing something productive, man. That's how I feel.
Word to Big Bird.
Yeah, so, but nah, good stuff, man. Y'all had a great week. Good week.
Man, Friday couldn't get in here quick enough, you know? So, man,
I had a short week and it still felt long. I didn't even go to work on Monday. You know what I'm saying? I was still sick, so I called off Monday. And it did feel like it took Friday forever to get here.
Man, Hey. So, you know, shout out to the Ratchetness. Let's go ahead and get into some Ratchet news. We'll see you guys in a few.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy 3rd Degree. We're back with more Ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So, let's go.
Well, kicking off the Ratchetness, it was been reported that last week, U.S. conducts fourth airstrike on a boat in Caribbean Sea, killing 4 people, or unaliving 4 people. My fault. And then, you know, with his boy, though, Vice President Vance says hospitals should only save the lives of American citizens. When these people are showing you who they are, just go ahead and believe them. Let's not ever elect people like them in office again. Let this be a lesson learned. All right, moving on. Well, real quick, Kamala Harris was quoted as saying, "These mother effers are crazy," speaking on the current political moment. And judging by the last 2 posts that you just seen, she's right. You should have listened. You should have voted for her. Moving on. It's being reported that the final season of The Chi will come to an end with season 8 on Paramount with Showtime. Good, because this show has been getting kind of crazy. The writing's been getting kind of lazy and getting kind of all over the place. I think it's just best to end now. It should have ended maybe 4 seasons ago, my opinion. But we'll talk about that more later. Moving on. Fran Drescher receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Salute to her. Moving on. Glorilla spoke about her home invasion, pretty much quoting saying, "We were victims, not suspects." And that's crazy that police treated her as a suspect in her own home. But hey, you know, this is the climate. Moving on. It's being reported that David has hired Harvey Weinstein's lawyer, Blair Burke. Yeah, because it's about to get real for this dude. You know what I mean? Judging by what we're hearing so far, it's not looking good. But hey, moving on. Spill, going back to President Trump, he calls out Reverend Al Sharpton over their coverage of his administration. And that was a good clapback by Trump. I got to give him this one, you know? Moving on. Shout out to Craig and Donna from Friday After Next. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she's in the new movie. Let's get it cracking. Moving on. Tuesday, October 7th, LeBron James get the decision of all decisions. He pretty much announced a partnership with Hennessy VSOP and had many fans pissed. Matter of fact, there's a fan trying to sue him for $800. Crazy, right? Good old LeBron. When will the circus stop? Man, let's go. Lakers. Moving on. Male bus driver known as Miss Sharon charged with SA abuse of multiple boys. Crazy. And this dude looks ugly as fuck. Moving on. Burbank Airport will have no air traffic controllers Monday evening. FAA warns. Man, crazy, right? This is the times we live in. How are they going? Never mind. Moving on. Praying for them and all the passengers in Burbank. Moving on. Man cancels date night due to bills and unexpected expenses with his lady. How would you respond? Ladies, let us know in the comments. Moving on. Yo, Trump really clapped at Al Sharpton and got him with a good one. I can't even front. Moving on. Stephon Diggs sued by ex Mulan Hernandez for allegedly assault and attempted to cover up. Oh, man. He just announced the baby and then, 4 more baby mamas popped up. It's crazy for him. All right, we'll keep you posted. Moving on. Allen Iverson says quitting drinking was one of the best decisions he's ever made. Now he's 6 months sober. Salute to Allen Iverson. Number 3. Moving on. It's being reported that 70% of married couples share household expenses in the 2025 per report. So shout out to all those couples who are teaming up and making it happen and working together as a team and as a unit. Salute. Moving on. Oh, snap. It's Cash Money No Limit Records. 2 of the most legendary record labels will face off in the Versus October 25th. Who you got? Who you think is going to take it? Matter of fact, we're going to talk about this a little bit tonight. All right, moving on. As a Raider fan, Russell Wilson, number 3, in Raiders won't be as bad as Geno Smith and what he's doing right now. Make the call. All right, moving on. There's been an arrest made in connection to the Palisades fire investigation. Crazy that one man was responsible for all that damage and all the lives lost, man. Moving on. It's been reported that Gambino family crime boss Paul Castellano, $18 million house pulled off market after a year with no buyer. Crazy. That's to look like a fly-ass crib, too. Moving on. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon announced a global hiring freeze for the next 3 years, reshaping all of the current roles through automation and artificial intelligence. Man, crazy. We're being taken over by robots. All right, moving on. It's being reported that Krispy Kreme might be going out of business. Sad, because I do like their donuts, but hey, man, it's everybody's hitting tough times, right? Moving on. It's being reported that Louisiana convict Derrick Rose was reportedly caught because of an argument he had with his alleged girlfriend the morning before his arrest. Man, she tipped him off and tried to get a $20K reward, allegedly. But now I heard she got arrested too for aiding and abetting. Crazy, right? Ratchet. Moving on. Angel Reese will become the first professional athlete model to walk in Victoria's Secret's fashion show. Shout out to Angel Reese. Salute. Big fan of hers. Moving on. Drake's lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us dismissed by judge. Man, he lost in court and he lost the rap. This is can't catch a break Drake. I feel bad for him, man. We're going to talk about this tonight too. Moving on. It's being reported that Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA throwing its own Super Bowl halftime show because of Bad Bunny. Talk about racist without being racist, right? Moving on. It's being reported that 3 were critically injured after medical helicopter crashes on California freeway. Prayers out to their families. Moving on. Candace Owens reveals Kanye West has given her everything to expose if he were ever to be unalived. Moving on. Shout out to the Doyers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to the Western Conference Championships. Let's go. Moving on. Paul Pierce caught snoozing and boozing, arrested for DUI after being found asleep on LA freeway. Probably in a wheelchair. Smells it. I can't stand them. Laker gang. Moving on. Christian Bale was voted best male Batman of all time. Salute. Moving on. Well, yesterday wasn't a good day for Philly. Moving on. Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On ranked the greatest song of the 21st century by Rolling Stone. Maybe, shout out to Missy. Moving on. Trump has officially lost the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, he shouldn't have gotten it, period. Moving on. Man takes sick leave to attend a job interview, meets his boss as a panelist. Crazy. Moving on. It's being reported that Hamas has agreed to release all remaining hostages. Peace in the Middle East. Moving on. Last but not least, RIP to a good friend of mine and a fan of the show, Nostalgia. I know her since childhood. She passed away suddenly a few weeks back. And RIP to a cousin of mine, Shy, who just recently passed away of cancer. We love you, Queens. We're going to miss you. Salute. RIP. All right, let's start the show.
Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
Yo, and we are back.
Yes, sir. Man, condolences to you, brother, and to the family of those two beautiful young black women. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Woo! Man, cancer is a hell of a thing, boy.
Right.
Yeah, I always get mad when I see them cancer posts, man. It's like, man, come on. I haven't figured out everything else in the world. Let's figure this out while we out here arguing. Let's figure out how to, you know what I'm saying, cure this cancer, man.
Right. I totally agree.
Too ridiculous. But yeah, on to some more ratchet news. Oh, shout out AI, man. That's a big step, bro. 6 months sober. Congratulations to him. You know what I mean? That was dope. That's dope. A few of them topics, man, I can't wait to get to, though. I ain't gonna lie. Laubrey Graham, you know what I'm saying? Just been losing since 2024. A certified loser. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was so happy that happened. But you know, the crazy thing with that Glorilla thing is like she wasn't even home. That's what makes it even worse. Like she wasn't even there. Now y'all gonna charge her, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why black folks don't be calling the police. Every time we call y'all, turn to some nonsense, man. Just being honest.
Agreed,
Just being honest. What you got though?
I mean, there's a few. You know, the Glorilla thing. Definitely can't wait to talk about Drake and Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's a few. I can't even lie, man.
Yeah. I wish I could have read what Trump said about Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? The picture one was funny. I got to catch that one.
You know, I'm not one to agree with Trump or like anything that he does. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good clapback. He said, well, I've known Al for years, and, you know, he was pretty much calling them out, saying, like, you know, they used to be friends, and all of a sudden, you know, so, yeah, but the picture itself was just kind of funny, you know, so I got to give Trump that one. I give credit where credit is due.
All right, man. He might be the king of petty, boy.
Nah, man, that's 50 Cent. Hands down, bro.
Hands down. I don't know. 50 Cent can't sick federal troops on people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
When you put it like that,
just saying. You know, that's a different level of petty right there.
Right.
I mean? And well, yeah, we're not going into that today. Let's move on around. What are we gonna start with this week? Where'd Jess go?
She had to go take care of something real quick. You know, she just like to get up and just go. You know, get up and go. You know, get up and go right in the middle of the show. You know, so
I thought she fell out the chair or something, man.
If she handled her business, you know what I'm saying. So, but all right, y'all. So you know, if you shout out to the YouTube people out there, shout out to the Facebook crowd. If you guys are watching this, please do us a favor. Share. Hit the emojis, hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Hit the love, all that good stuff. You know, engagement is key. Hey, what's up, Alexandria? How's it going?
What's going on, Alexandria?
Yes. A great supporter, too. You know, also, too, before I get into the house rules, you know what I'm saying? We're working on some things, and I just gotta set up a meeting. You know, we're gonna talk with these people. We're gonna talk, but you know, we're working on something, and it's in the works. We're gonna take care of the DY3 crew and those who have been like our day ones, those who actually support and actually show love. We're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? We're putting something together. Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Once everything gets ironed out, you know what I'm saying, we will let you know. And, you know, hopefully, you know, everything pans out because I definitely want to do something for the ones who have been supporting from day one. And I mean, literally like the loyalists. And if you know anything about me, I'm big on loyalty. You know what I mean? So if you've been here rocking with us and you've been staying up, staying loyal, you know, we got something for you.
Most definitely. Hey, I was there. Me and the Queen, we've been talking about taking another trip down to Savannah, man. We probably gonna wait till it get warm though, so it probably won't be till next year. But we had such a good time down there, but we didn't get to do everything we wanted to do. So you gotta let us know some good places to go eat. That was the only thing I had a problem with. I didn't find nowhere good to eat, and right. I know there's good places down there, but it was snowing, so we wasn't trying to drive too far or do too much until it was time to go, but. Yeah, definitely got to hit Savannah one more time.
One time. So, yeah. All right. So, we're going to get into some house rules real quick. Oh, she said, whoa. She said, oh, man, I got you.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to tap in with you about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to all the fans all over the world who are watching. You know, we got people hitting us up in the email, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the person. You know who you are. I'm going to keep you low key for right now, but thank you. I appreciate you for the email. You know, they like the topic that we're talking about as far as like the Native Americans, you know, the history of it. Yeah, and gave really good kudos and compliments saying like, I love how you mix history in with modern topics and social issues, and you kind of just combine it into one. That's the whole flavor of the show. You know what I'm saying? We pick certain things that we know people will engage with. You know, we speak, we give our thoughts, views, and opinions. It's a safe place, you know what I'm saying? And anything that you guys want to know from us, or if you guys want our honest opinion, you know what I'm saying, or our thoughts and views, just let us know, you know what I'm saying? And shout out for you for reaching out. So you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ones in Scotland. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to what else do we have, man?
Well, we got the Philippines. We had a couple people from the Philippines in there.
Right.
The UAE over there. You know, of course, Adorations, Fam Bam. You know what I'm saying? Her loyalists. So yeah, definitely. Shout out to the globe, man. You know what I mean?
All over the globe.
International with this thing.
You know, I call myself worldwide third, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people still rocking my music. Shout out to the ones who are supporting Melvis. Also, shout out to the ones who are supporting my pops, you know, in his book, you know what I'm saying? So we're definitely going to run an ad and show that. I want to get him on here so he can talk about it because I didn't even know he was writing a book, you know, just surprised the hell out of me. So you know what I'm saying. So I definitely want to interview him. We want to put him in the hot seat. Also, too, if you got something going on, you know what I'm saying, like you're an entrepreneur, you got music, you got any projects, any acting, or any type of business you want us to support, let us know. We put you in the hot seat, give you your shine. We'll ask you about your business. We'll ask you about what you got going on, and make sure we bring awareness to it. You know, so. Also, too, shout out to Lex I Am. You know, she just followed me on Facebook. You know, I'm a fan of her content. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely followed me back, and that's salute to you, Queen. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna be tapping in. So
hey, dope stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Pops too, because I do need to order that book. So I didn't know it was already out and available. So let me get on that.
He didn't even tell me. I'm trying to tell you, just his birthday. Hey, you want to support me for my birthday? Cop the book. I'm like, and then like you know, it was free on Amazon Kindle. You know what I mean? Which I'm a huge avid reader, so of course I pay for the Amazon Kindle thing, the unlimited. But you know, like it's this dude, he supports everything that we do. He supports the show. He helped create or help put this show on a plateau. I'm like, I bought it. You know what I'm saying? It's $3.99 on Amazon. So we'll make sure we run the ads. So you guys make sure you go cop that, you know? Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out for everybody tapping in. Make sure you guys are hitting the share button. Also, too, you know, we got the links on. If you want to come on as a guest, make sure you click that link. If you're using your phone, make sure you use your headphones because it will cancel out any other noise or bleed into the show. Also know that it works as a microphone. So, you know what I'm saying, it picks up on everything. Also, too, if you want to come on, you have to have your camera on. It's not that, you know, anything, we just want to be able to see you. Like Quez, like say this is a production. It looks kind of odd, you know, if we just talking to an avatar or to a blank screen. But also, too, make sure that you're in a nice, quiet spot. You're sitting still. You're near your Wi-Fi. We want to avoid as many glitches or bufferings as we can, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of the show. Also, too, if you come on, if it's a topic that may get heated or you agree to disagree respectfully, you don't have to name call, you don't have to pull up, you don't have to make fake veiled threats, then, you know, go on your lives and talk about how you gangster and all that. We too grown for that, you know what I'm saying? We're mature, we're older, we can just have a nice discussion, and it can be heated, but just not let it get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people are passionate. Like I said, just respect. That's the ultimate thing. Ultimate goal is just respect.
Absolutely.
But other than that, engagement is key. So make sure you guys are in the share button. Make sure you guys are in the comment section. And if there's anything that you guys want to just talk about, mind you, it says open mic night too. I took a phrase from one of my songs. Say what you want, say what you feel. If there's something that you guys want us to give our thoughts, views, and opinions on, type it in the comments, and we'll talk about it. It's open mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the YouTube fam. If you're watching the playback, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people will, make sure you hype the video, man. I found out they got a new hype button on YouTube. So, hey, hype us up in the algorithm, man. It don't cost you nothing. It's absolutely free, man. Hype us up one time.
Yep.
Yeah. Just one time.
I felt that burn.
Even that Uncle Nearest.
Man, it gets you, man. It's not tea, it's whiskey. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna run a few ads and we'll be right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee whiskey honoring Nathan Nearest Green, the first known African American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern.
All right, y'all, make sure you guys go check out The Chosen One by AJ Moore. As a matter of fact, let's run that back one more time.
The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern.
My fault. So go check out The Chosen Project by AJ Moore on Amazon. And if you watch them, Pops, putting you in the hot seat because I got some questions. You know what I'm saying? So definitely we want to promote this book. We want to make it as successful as we can. So.
Yes, sir. Look, I'm looking it up right now. So if I forget.
I see your gears grinding, man. He's like, wait, I got it.
Hey, got to get it, man. No, because Pop showed up, man, for me too. You know what I mean? At one of my speaking engagements. So I definitely, not that it's transactional, but, I want to show some love just like he showed love because he didn't have to come out and support your boy, but he did. So I definitely appreciate it. And, best way to show appreciation and gratitude is return the favor, man.
Word.
So
the one thing is about him, man, like, any of my friends, they instantly become family. You know what I'm saying? If I really rock with somebody, he's gonna rock with him, he's gonna support, he's gonna bring you in. That's been the gist of really my whole family. You know what I'm saying? My moms, my grandma, my aunts, my cousins. If I give you the official co-signer stamp, they welcome you in too. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely just one of them, so he got another son out there in Georgia, so if you got something, he's gonna pull up and he's gonna support. That's how he views things.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Super dope. Yeah, man, gotta love it. All right, where we going with this thing, man?
Wait, first I got some. I told you I was gonna do it.
My fault. Go ahead.
So you already know what to do.
Hey, third, what's the word, man?
Third word is Puerto Rico.
Oh, shit.
Because it's been coming up in the media as of late, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on Google right now, as you can see. I'm sharing my screen with everybody so they can see too. Yes, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a Caribbean island and an unincorporated U.S. territory with a landscape of mountains, waterfalls, and I can't even say that, tropical rainforest. In San Juan, the capital and largest city is Isla Verde, area known for its hotel strip, beach bars, and casinos. Its old San Juan neighborhood features colorful Spanish colonial buildings in El Morro and you can tell I feel Spanish, in massive century-old fortresses. The capital is San Juan. Population has 3.2003 million. The World Bank. Official languages, Spanish and English. Governor, Jennifer Gonzalez Colon. President, Donald Trump. I just wanted to drop that fact for folks because we had some ignorants out in the world who still don't even know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. And Bad Bunny, being announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer, has done something that is equivalent to the candidacy or nomination of Barack Obama when he was running for president for the first time. It lifted up that carpet that America has swept its ugly racism, and it's shown its ugly ass. You know what I'm saying? For those that, I mean, we have a lot of people, well, he's not even American. You can tell they slept just as much as I slept through Spanish class, they slept through history, you know what I'm saying, and geography, because how do you not know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory? Matter of fact, I'm going to go on record as saying I think that Puerto Rico should be considered a state because, again, you know, I believe, I'm not sure if they're allowed to vote, but we send aid. They're a part of us, so why not? Why not do the same thing for Puerto Rico that they did for Hawaii? You know what I'm saying? Make it a state. Alexander says, Puerto Rico is beautiful. My boyfriend took me there for my 40th. It's a beautiful 75 degree in the weather. In the winter, you should definitely visit. I definitely want to go. You know, it's definitely on my list. Oh, they're not allowed to vote. I thought so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is why I think truly that they need to become a state so they could. You know what I'm saying? So they can get all the benefits as far as what we get as a state. But, you know, it's kind of like it's showing its ugly ass. It's like, well, that's them. That's like our stepbrother or something like that, or step cousin. You know, he's family, but not really family. That's kind of how like the U.S. treats Puerto Rico, in my opinion. And then you get a lot of these, you know, right wingers who are coming out just showing their ugliness. I mean, hey, like I said before last week on the show, I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing against him. He just doesn't make music that's suitable to my palate. So, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing against him. I know his demographic is for the women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't hate that. You know what I'm saying? For my thing, Jay-Z was slick. I see you. Shout out to Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? What he did was he got another ethnicity, a minority, to actually have time to show. And this time they're Spanish speaking, because there's been a lot of people who talk about Puerto Rico that they're Spanish speaking. They're equivalent to us as blacks. They just speak Spanish. Some of them have higher admixtures of European. Some of them have higher admixtures of Native. Some of them have higher admixtures of African. But hey, they speak another language. And this is going to drive viewership up for the Spanish speaking folks here in America. Not only Puerto Rico, but Dominican Republic, Panama. Where else do they? Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Other Spanish-speaking places, this is definitely going to drive viewership up. Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to create some diversity. I don't remember the uproar when Shakira and Jennifer Lopez co-headlined the halftime show.
Yeah, they did. It was cool. For people complaining, like it's a business move, man. That's what it is. They have football games in Mexico, and if you notice, the NFL has been making it a point to go to different countries and stuff throughout the NFL season and try to broaden viewership. But the one place that's selling out every time they do a game there has been Mexico. Every time. They're overselling stadiums. I'm talking about like 120, 30,000 people. They don't even do that here in the States. So gotta follow the money, man. And Bad Bunny gonna get up there and put on a show for his people. Hey, shouts out to that brother. You know, I'm just curious what Turning Point, what are they gonna do for a halftime show? You know what I'm saying? Blackface? I don't know. That shit, damn, y'all gonna do? Who's gonna tune into that? I might turn it on just because I'm curious now. That was in the Ratchet News. I want to see what Turning Point USA is gonna do for a halftime show. Who they gonna have on there?
I've never really been a fan of bland food, especially like mashed potatoes. So I ain't gonna be tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like flavorless stuff.
All around.
Yeah, I ain't. So, just like with that, that's going to be a good opportunity for wherever I'm watching the Super Bowl. I'm going to go get, hopefully it's at our cousin's house, I'm going to go get me some Rotel dip. I might make some mac and cheese. Hopefully, there's some brisket, something going on, hot dog, hamburger, something. You know, there's gonna be a food break. I'm gonna give me some more drink, maybe some nice tea or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or some lemonade. You know what I'm saying, and I'm just gonna, it's gonna be my little break. Right?
Hey man, you never know. That Bad Bunny might come and turn that thing out, man. You know what I'm saying? He might be turned up.
He just might.
You never know, man. I know he got some features out there.
Hey man, the bar set high. The bar set high thanks to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre set the bar high. And then, Kendrick followed it up with his own bar. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick went out ahead and got himself an Emmy too. If it ain't Emmy worthy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really too much paying attention. You know what I'm saying? My favorite halftime shows were Michael Jackson, Janet, Prince, Dr. Dre, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else had a dope halftime show that I thought was pretty cool. Other than that, everything
I thought Usher's was pretty dope too. You know what I'm saying?
Usher was decent.
Yeah, Usher had a decent showing, man. There's been some good ones, man. And yeah, Alexander, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got an audience. It just ain't me, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like,
now here's the thing:
I know there's
an artist,
lot of people that listen to Bad Bunny. It just, I mean, he don't make music for me either. But I ain't gonna hate on the man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he turned out a dope show. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Well, with me being an artist, if Bad Bunny called me up like, "Hey, Third Degree, I want to collab," let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it make sense. Make the music, like find the beat, whatever you want to talk about. Let's do it. Let's collab. You know what I'm saying? I've never really turned down my collar to a good collab. I think truthfully he's a good artist, but I think a lot of the barrier is like you just see. I'm not really a good Spanish speaker. I can understand some words here and there, but at the same time, I mean, truthfully, I've worked with Puerto Rican artists. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole come up when I was starting out as a hype man. Shout out to Steele if he's watching. I was a hype man for he was Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So he did hip hop and he did slash reggaeton. So there was some stuff I had to hype up as far as songs, even in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to K-Bar too and DJ Arson out there in Oceanside. I think K-Bar is back out in New York. And shout out to my my homeboy kid, the Kid Reckless. He's Puerto Rican by way of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But my whole come up was with Puerto Ricans. So you know what I'm saying? So for me, this is a victory, you know what I'm saying, to see Puerto Rico on the world stage like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I got connections to Puerto Rico if you want to go into it. You know what I mean? But I've always appreciated, Puerto Ricans, especially the culture. But this is huge. So I'm not knocking it. I'm saluting it. And like I said, if he ever wanted to collab and say, hey, let's do something, I'm going to do it. If he ever said, hey, play my music on the show, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I just don't understand the hate. And we've had a multitude of different genres of music. We've had country, with the Dixie Chicks. We've had rock. We've had U2, Bono. We've had, didn't we have Gwen Stefani? I'm not Gwen Stefani, but who do we have? We've had quite a few. We've had rock. We've had pop. We have R&B. We have country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
yeah, I'm saying, like, who, to me, for people hating, what's y'all alternative? You know what I'm saying? What is the alternative to having a Bad Bunny show? Because to be honest,
Charlie Kirk hologram. That's their alternative.
Hey, well, I mean, I guess, but you know what I mean. Only other person I would say would be deserving of that spot this year would have to be the Clips or Tyler, the Creator. The only, like, outside that, everything been about Kendrick all year.
Hey, I forgot. There's two things I forgot in my Ratchet news. GNX actually got certified double platinum. So
that's K-Dot.
Yeah, man. So, and then Tupac. There's another thing about Tupac. The state is going after people who are using these AI generated images or AI Tupacs. They might go after them, just like how they did Drake.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it's been a year of K-Dot, and he already had a shine. Matter of fact, again, he got an Emmy for his Super Bowl performance.
Right.
He won 5 Grammys. He swept the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? This has been Kendrick's run. You know what I'm saying? All off of a diss song.
Right. He swept the Grammys without the album. The album up for the Grammys this year.
Yes.
GNX is up for the Grammys this year. He didn't even get no awards for GNX yet. So you know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, you said yet. I like how you said that, man.
I'm just saying. You know? So yeah, that's my whole thing. Who y'all want to see this year? You know what I'm saying? For the people that's mad. Who did y'all want to see? Taylor Swift already said she's not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Who else is there?
I think it was Adele, right? Adele turned it down.
See,
Adele
I would watch an Adele show.
I think I would too. I
like Adele. I would watch Adele.
Adele is talented, man. She can vocally, she can sing her ass off.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, who y'all want them to go get? You know, we can't every year. You know, they gotta find something that's going to attract a mass audience. You know what I mean? So that was my whole thing. But it's neither here nor there.
Now let's get Beyonce again.
Yeah.
Right. All right, y'all. So this is what we got going on for tonight. Whoa. You don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl. I completely understand turning it down. True. But when you have like an Adele or a Taylor Swift, they got like buku money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dr. Dre paid what? I want to say, was it $3 million? $3 million for his halftime show. But then, what happens is on the back end is that you make it back up. Your music streams go all the way up, your merch, all this stuff. So whatever it is, it definitely goes up within like 200, 300% within your streams, so you're going to make it back up, especially if you got a tour. Like Kendrick. Kendrick was really, really smart. You know what I'm saying? He sat there, dropped Not Like Us, got asked to perform at the halftime Super Bowl show, performed the song, and then right afterwards went on tour. So what did you see happen with Kendrick? Kendrick's tour was selling out. He even sold out in Toronto. But the biggest flex was when he sold out in Mexico. You seen that Mexico show? They was lit down there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. The NFL was paying attention. I said, Mexico like American culture? Yep, let's go and get Bad Bunny real quick so we can go on, you know what I'm saying? Get some of them pesos. And that's what they are.
Right.
They're trying to add up them pesos, man. So, hey, look at your boy, man. That's a horrible picture, man. Mouth wide open. Which one? Yeah, Drizzy Drake, man.
Let's get into it real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's a good segue since we're talking about Drizzy Drake.
People in Super Bowls and who can't go. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
So just recently, it's been announced, or actually it was like just yesterday, Drake's lawsuit against UMG over the song Not Like Us has been dismissed. So by the judge. So yeah.
And rightfully so. You know what I mean? For anybody who's rooting for him to win that, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You let me tell it. That man just tried to single-handedly destroy hip-hop because he lost the battle. That's essentially what that was.
I never heard of that.
Huh?
I never heard of that. I never heard of that. I mean, literally, like this picture right here, Kendrick Lamar, Drake feud from the beginnings, from Super Bowl halftime show to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really been that. And I guess the CEO or whoever's running Universal, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work, successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. I mean, it was a dumb move. I mean, you're still on the label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if you literally were not on there no more, or if you left or whatever. But it was dumb because what do you think they're going to do? Like, I think we talked about it before on this very show. The biggest winner out of all this was not Drake. It was not even or Kendrick. It was Universal Music, because Universal houses both of them. They house both Drake and they house Kendrick. Kendrick by way of Interscope. I think Drake by way of Republic. You know what I'm saying? So all this was going to do was just drive up sales and revenue for Universal. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Well, you know, Kendrick by way of PG Lane. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, PG Lane, his label, but you know, it's in conjunction with, I think, Interscope.
Yeah, through Interscope. But
Licensed through Interscope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're basically Lucian Grain said, go back to work, bro. Break's over. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass back out there. We need some music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We need some good music. Not that Pinocchio and ice truck shit you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? We need you to focus and make some real music, sir. You still got a contract to fulfill now that it's all said and done. But yeah, I think people it's kind of
punched in the face of some TLC shit on a dead guy. Some TLC shit, cause my nigga, you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye. I'm back in your city tonight, walking around my head high. I saw bro end up pop out with Denver and get Ryan Gangsta's headlines. It feels like nobody's there until you start giving out two tones. And nobody cares until they're in front of your tombstone. Y'all been on that type of timing for too long. Iceland, Tiffany, Bluestones, I done made plenty that are too wrong shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Bro, why do you tempt my spirit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Why do you do this to me? Like, come on, bro. I've been trying to have a thoughtful conversation without attacking this man. You know what I mean? You gonna put on that BS. Anyways, like I was saying, you know, people don't understand. Like, if he would have won this lawsuit, what that would have did to hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? In terms of not even battles, but just, you know, music in general. You know, that freedom of speech and freedom of creative genius and the ability to articulate what you feeling is all now under scrutiny because somebody's feelings got hurt. Because then, you know, if he'd have won that, then people could have started taking stuff into speculation. Like, oh, they didn't say my name, but they was talking about me because this happened. And like, you know, you see the kind of can of worms that opens up while people cheering this on, talking about he's doing it for the little guys. No, he's not. Drake don't care about none of y'all. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
so I'm glad he lost. I'm glad he's been losing since 2024.
I mean, how you lose a court case? You know, Kendrick has been winning. Kendrick at this point, Drake, I think I've seen from an Instagram user, just go ahead and drop an R&B album.
That's it.
And, you know, get back on the charts, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, you trying to rap or trying to prove your hardness or go at Kendrick, it's just not going to work. I mean, like, again, from the Super Bowl to Grammys to Emmys to now to the lawsuit dismissal, I mean, Not Like Us is just monstrous. You know what I'm saying? We're guilty of playing it on this show, you know what I'm saying, as it was going in real time. You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't defeat it. And I think even with Kendrick dropping GNX, it's going to get some more Grammys, you know what I'm saying? So we will see in February. But yeah, Drake, it's a wrap, bro. As a battle rapper, you know what I'm saying, the last thing that you want to do is lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Especially over some defamation. You just it should inspire you to get back into your pain game. You know what I'm saying? And to actually go in and create some more bars or create another song and really get at this cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you pull up and fight. You know what I mean? But a lawsuit is the last thing you should do. That's very It's very
Don't-
non-FBA.
Don't do either one of those. You know what I'm saying? Don't write no more bars, and don't try to fight. Just let it go. You lost. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just you're done, right? That man told you. We like Drake with the melodies. We don't like when he act tough. It hasn't been working. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to act tough.
Well, that's where I disagree with Kendrick slightly. I like Drake when he raps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some of the bars, some of the one thing, he's equivalent to Rick Ross, and Rick Ross has been on his neck too. But he's equivalent to Rick Ross because they have very good beat selection. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Drake's beats do sound sort of similar, but at the same time, the way that he spits on them, it's like a continuous flow. You know, I like when he actually gets into his bag and he spits.
I didn't say he couldn't rap. We just don't want him acting tough. That's all.
I can agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you can still rap, sir. Do your melodic raps. You know what I'm saying? Do some of that, and make some songs for women, and you know, about crying your feelings out. That's the stuff that sells, Drake. And Alexandria, I agree. They can both exist in their respective lanes. They can, but somebody keeps swerving into traffic. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Right.
Somebody keeps you know, crossing over the dotted lines in other people's lanes. You know what I'm saying? Because they just felt they were too big to fail until they failed.
Agreed.
Drake would have been A-okay if he had just kept it wrapped.
And that's the thing too. I think true, like you said, Alexandra, you definitely can coexist, definitely can get along. It's just one of those things where it's rap is definitely like a contact sport, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Off of wordplay. It's like you're rooting for your favorite team. If you're a diehard, you're a diehard. Do some of these fans go a little too far? Sure. You know, I like the Barbs. You know what I'm saying? I don't really understand them or get them. You know, but for the most part, you know, yeah, you're loyal to who you're loyal to. You root for them, and you root for them really, really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where it's really competitive. It's really competitive, especially within the battle rap scene. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, Drake, he just, again, he gets an E for effort. He put out some good music during that time. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Not Like Us was just way too strong. So you just take that L, you know, all right. You know, it's just equivalent to like Jay-Z and Nas. You know, I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. You know what I'm saying? But when Nas dropped Ether, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hove took an L with that. Because Ether was too strong. But like he said, I got stronger after Ether. He kept dropping albums, kept dropping hits after hits. You know what I'm saying? He's married to Beyonce. He's booking these halftime shows. You know, he's other business investments. There's life after a rap battle. You know, but he did it for the culture. And I think that's where Kendrick was getting on Drake. He's saying, like, you're not of this culture. You don't understand it. You can say you're an outsider. And that's where he called him out on. And he further solidified it more by doing a lawsuit with defamation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely wasn't the culture right there. You
know
what I'm saying? And definitely. And I think the biggest thing about this is I think that Drake could have survived even with losing the battle if we didn't see you outside of the battle. The problem is you be on Instagram too much, bro. You too much in people's face. You want to be seen, and right then and there, you probably didn't want to be seen, and that's the difference between Jay-Z and Nas and Kendrick and Drake is that we didn't see what Jay-Z felt about losing to Nas. He wasn't tweeting about it. He wasn't making Instagram posts attacking people, baby mamas and husbands and friends and all that kind of stuff. He took it in stride. He came back with some dope music. That was the recipe. Okay, I lost. That's cool. Let me come back. Like when he lost to Pusha T, he should have did the same exact thing. He should have shut the fuck up. We made some music.
True. Very, very true.
That's what saved him that time. He bounced back from losing to Pusha T because Pusha T definitely whooped that ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You had a whole kid come out of that. So,
man,
just saying. And so, I don't know, man. I just thought it was very Karen-ish for him to, you know, for this whole scenario. Yeah,
very
and
true.
It kind of proved Kendrick right, if you ask me.
It sure did, bro. No lie.
Just
no lie.
He said, "You're not like us, bro."
And you know, and to end up with a drop, with a mic drop, not like us is I think soaring back on the charts in 5 different countries again because of this lawsuit that been dismissed. So you keep making Kendrick the winner. At the end of the day, you know, saying long story short, you know, the winner of this battle is Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Salute, King Kendrick. You got this one.
K. Dot, Kung Fu Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Compton's finest. You know what I'm saying?
Finest.
The undisputed king of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like
certified king of the West.
Certified.
That's it.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, we're gonna show some love, and then we'll be right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today. The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern.
All right, y'all, and we are back. Oh man,
yes sir.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't want to spend too much time on this topic because I'm gonna get angry.
Okay. Come on, man. I don't know which one it is, but okay. Let's get cool.
If you know me, then you know. But we definitely have to talk about this next one. Kyron Lacy, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to him. It just came out that, you know what? Matter of fact, we're going to run the clip and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Police charged Kyron Lacy with negligent homicide back in January, saying his reckless driving led to this deadly crash. Lacy was never formally convicted because he died by suicide while waiting for his trial. Now, Lacy's attorney, remember we told you this last night, Lacy's attorney says he didn't do it. And he says this video you're about to see proves it. He says it shows Lacy was nowhere near the crash when it happened.
You're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyron Lacy come to a stop.
That's that green car there, the green one seen at the end. Laci's lawyer says he was more than 70 yards away from the crash when it happened. Now, the state police, they are putting out their own video today. This video, look at this. You can see Laci's green Charger right here. Police say he drove illegally in the wrong lane when other cars swerved out of the way, allegedly leading to the crash. Here's what one witness said, according to this new video.
Did you see a green Charger flying that way? A green Charger that going that way?
There was a green Charger.
That's a green Charger that
caused all this.
SRT8, he caused all that. He went to pass the cars way back there, sir.
The green Charger collided with these cars?
He went right between.
NBC News reached out to Laci's attorney, but we haven't yet heard back.
All right. So as you can see, I mean, you know, RIP to him, you know what I'm saying? Prayers out to his family. It was heavy, you know what I'm saying? It's heavy for him. I wish that he didn't do the turn of events that he did, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. You know, but I can understand it. You know, some people just aren't really built for that. And it just seemed like there was more to the story that led on. And, you know, it's just sad that he's not here today. Especially if this exonerates him and proves his innocence 70 feet away. I don't understand how he caused that, you know what I'm saying, or how he can even be held liable. Maybe he felt guilty for some, I don't know, or maybe he just felt like he wasn't going to get a fair shake. Who knows what was in this young man's head, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, my eyes don't lie. You know what I mean? I seen an accident before I ever seen a green Charger, so I don't know how he could have caused that, me personally. That just saying. And that doesn't make very much sense. And you know, it's sad that young brother took his life before he was able to be vindicated and being able to see that, you know, because like I said on previous shows, man, most convicted but most exonerated. Because one thing about it is we're never given the benefit of the doubt of telling the truth or being correct, right? Most of the time we're guilty until somebody overwhelmingly proves we're innocent, which is sad to be in 2025 and still going through that. You dig? Like in 2025, as easily as they had that video, you mean to tell me before they charged that young man, they couldn't have found that video? We watched Jonathan Majors run down 37 blocks in New York on foot through 110 different cameras. But you mean to tell me y'all couldn't pull up camera footage of that accident and see that young man had nothing to do with it?
Right.
That's the part that frustrates me nowadays, is that we still have to question what happened. Like, we don't know that everybody has a Ring doorbell camera. Every building has cameras on it. Every street light. Like, there no longer is, oh, we got to wait for footage, the excuse. You know what I mean? You guys have access to more photo evidence than ever before to be able to figure something out. When you say we don't know what happened and people just disappeared or there's no footage, I don't believe that anymore. It's 2025. There's 17 different angles of almost every street.
Right.
So, you know, that's just ridiculous. And I hope, one, that black man that was standing in that video saying that it was his fault, I hope they lock his black ass up. And I also hope that they lock up the officer who charged him without doing his job correctly, because you have a duty to prove who's guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? Before somebody gets indicted on that type of situation. So he should be facing charges too, in my opinion.
I'm with you, man. The reason for me is maybe I internalize things too much, or when you put it in perspective, and I'm gonna try to articulate it the best way that I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I heard somebody like an analyst on one of these games say, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to be on the football field. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be in the NFL living his dream. He was in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, if this proves his innocence, then he was robbed of that opportunity. Because it's just like what you said, man. A lot of times, you know, people of the darker hue are guilty until proven innocent. And then even when proven innocent, they're still viewed in the public perception as guilty. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it time and time and time again. And it's sad that it's sad that, you know, his parents were robbed of a son. You know, he won't live up to his full potential. You know, he won't marry, he won't have kids, he won't get to make the same mistakes that you and I were made. You know what I'm saying? All because of some pressure or a false allegation or a false accusation that he felt that maybe he wasn't gonna get a fair shake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna
most definitely.
He's not gonna get a chance or an opportunity at life. You know, we've lived our lives to the fullest. We've done some things where we're proud of, things that we wish we could take back. He's not going to get those. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to see if he would have became like a superstar within the NFL or if he would have fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? He was robbed of that.
Right.
And you know, when you look at it in the aspect, especially when it comes to the relationship between people of the darker hue and police, law enforcement, you know what I'm saying? Even to a certain aspect, the government, you know what I'm saying? It's really sad when this was the only option that this young man felt that he had to take. You know, you never know what a person's going through in their life. You never know what type of demons that they're fighting. You never know what type of demons that they're escaping from. And the fact that he actually had to go to this extreme, to me, it really upsets me. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we know how false accusations happen. We've seen time and time again some of these stories of people who have been exonerated. DNA evidence came back and shown that, hey, this wasn't the perpetrator after 20-some years or 50-some years. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, life had pretty much ran or escaped them, where they didn't get a chance to enjoy their kids, their grandkids. Why does it always have to happen to people of the darker hue? You know what I'm saying? And especially within these southern states, I mean, sometimes the odds are really stacked really, really high against us. And this is one of these cases where the odds were stacked really, really highly against this young dude. And, you know, he unalived himself. You know, it's pressure.
And that's why, you know what I mean? Not to say this is relevant to Kyren Lacy, but, you know, I got a son in college right now. You know, he out riding around with his friends this the weekend. Well, they was out of school this week, so you know what I mean, they had a little break, so he's out big stone cold chilling. You know, they riding around and doing whatever it is they doing in Kentucky and having a good time. But I make sure every day when I talk to him, you know what I'm saying, just, hey man, just make sure you're taking care of yourself and don't do nothing stupid. You know, not. And I tell him, I said, I'm not saying that because I think you're going to do something stupid, but I'm saying that because I want you to be aware that at the end of the day, one decision can cost you everything. You know, so I want you to be cognitive of that. Like don't just be doing stuff just to do it. If something in your gut tell you, hey, maybe this ain't a good idea, it's probably not a good idea, you know, and you don't have the protection of making certain mistakes. So I'm gonna need you not to make them, you know, as much as possible, you know. And I know some of your friends are of different complexions, and you need to understand they have different protections. You know, I don't have another son in college right now, and I don't have the ability to protect you from where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I need you to protect yourself at all times, and be very aware of the situations that you're not only in, but the situations that you may be going into, because a lot of stuff can be avoided by thinking of it before you even get to the point to where it becomes a bad decision. You know, i.e., going to certain places, doing certain things, you know, could lead to a bad experience. So I don't know, man. It just sucks that we have to have these conversations with our children. And in all honesty, they don't get to enjoy their youth in the same capacity as other people,
right?
Because we see that the United States has executed 14-year-olds in the electric chair. We've seen that underage youth have been tried as an adult and put on death row. We've seen, you know, young men go to jail for 20 and 30 years and then be found innocent after the fact that their whole life is messed up, right? We've seen young men lose scholarships. We've seen young men lose opportunities, all based on false accusations, and the world turn on them. And when they're exonerated, the claps aren't as loud as the jeers were when people thought they were guilty. And these young men and women don't recover from that. In all honesty, they don't get a second chance to relive those years and those experiences, and that's sad. And you know, I don't know, man. I don't want to lecture y'all. Let me shut up. Go ahead, boss.
Like I said, man, just holding it together, man. It's sad when you put it in perspective like that, you know. So, yeah, I think we said everything we need to say as far as that goes. You know, I'll leave one final thought, you know what I'm saying, before we jump to the open mic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just my prayers, my energy goes out to, you know, his family, his parents, you know, his friends, those that loved him. If I can send a shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, you know, beyond this atmosphere, you know, I'm sorry that you felt like that was your only option. You know, you felt like there was no other outlet. There was nowhere else for you to turn to. I'm sorry that you had to face some circumstances. I think this is why we definitely need to keep like history classes or teaching Black history or teaching, you know, about the past, current, because we need to know that this isn't nothing new underneath the sun. And we need to know that, hey, you know, if we've seen the resilience of our ancestors who overcame obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, that here, even in 2025 or 2024, you can still overcome those same obstacles. That your ancestors that survived the liminal passage to get over here, you know what I'm saying, that blood, that heart is inside you. And so I'm speaking to the ones who are maybe facing something, you know what I'm saying, or demons that, you know, that they may be trying to chase or whatever, you know what I'm saying. That should be the last, very, very, very last resort. Reach out to people, you know what I'm saying, reach out to your loved ones, your circle of loved ones, you know, reach out to a pastor, you know what I'm saying. That's the last thing that you should do. Understand that, you know, we make mistakes too, you know what I'm saying, and we're allotted that the opportunity to make mistakes. But on the double-edged sword, because we have a darker hue, we're not allowed to make some of those same mistakes. We get judged to a higher degree. But at the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying? Just like how the truth came out, the truth will always prevail. And, you know what I'm saying, no matter how long it takes, it will always prevail. And I'm glad that this exonerated this young man. Like I said, man, RIP to him. Salute, you know, prayers and healing energy to his family.
Yeah, amen to that. All right, next topic, bro.
Yeah, it's deep, man. It's deep. All right, man. We're gonna show some love to folks who show love to us, and we'll be right back.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
You're wasting time. The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern.
All right, y'all, we are back. So now here comes the time of open mic. Say what you want, say what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that you want our thoughts, our views, our opinions on. You know what I'm saying? The comment section is open. Hit up the comments. Shout out to the YouTube family. Shout out to the Facebook family. If you are watching, please make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and engaging, you know what I'm saying, with us. Also, too, if you're on Facebook, they have a thing called stars. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit us with the stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning the whole process of the whole stars thing, but hey, you donate to United Negro Rapping Foundation. A rhyme is a terrible thing to waste.
Good stuff, man. Hey, man, look, I'm trying to think of a couple things, man. You know, I'm a tone it down a little bit to give me your top 3 storytelling rappers. Yeah, buddy.
We're doing this tonight.
Yeah, you thought you got away. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 storytellers in hip hop. Give them to me. Top
number 3. Number one off top. Biggie.
They ain't gotta be in no particular order. Just
no, number 1 off top, Biggie. Today's agenda. Got the suitcase about to send you. Go to room 112. Tell them Flacco sent you. What's the other one? 5 a.m. in the morning. I forget. You know, forgive me. I'm a little. You know, who the funk is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Top of dawning, and I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. It's my pop from the barbershop. I mean, yeah, Biggie. Biggie number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Scarface number 2. Just simply because, you know, that song, I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die.
Yeah.
Had me scared, even as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And number 3. Woo. Ooh. Ice Cube.
Oh, that was good. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming. That's a good one. I'm going with the OGs. I'm going Slick Rick. Phenomenal storyteller. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
Yeah, I'm going with Slickety Rickety. You know what I'm saying?
We likes to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody.
Hey, but yeah, I'm going with Slickety Rickety. I'm going with this shit is hard. Even though I had a list, it's like damn, it's my list, because it's so powerful. I know Slick Rick. I like Cube too though. I don't know if he in the top 3.
Man, today was a good day.
No, I got you. I'm going with. I gotta put Andre in there.
Just waking up, more than gotta thank God.
Well, I'd have to put Outkast in as my top 3 is storytelling, and I think I'm gonna agree with you on Scarface. I think that's a solid top 3 for me. You know what I mean? 'Cause, yeah, that never seen a man cry till I seen a man die is a phenomenal song. But he's got so many others too.
Man, my mind playing tricks on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I was just about to say him and God damn it. I can't think of his name right now. Damn, I can't think of his name, but it'll come back to me.
My favorite Scarface album is The Fix. From start to bottom, from start to bottom. I mean, the Diary was good too. That's another classic. But my personal favorite, I mean, literally the CD, if y'all remember CDs that I literally bumped until it scratched, literally was The Fix. You know what I'm saying? Like from top to bottom.
Damn, DMX though. Shit.
You said top 3. You said top 3, man. You said top
I know. 3. That's what I'm like. Damn.
We gotta do 5. We gotta do 5.
we gonna have to do 5, man.
We're gonna have to extend this list a little bit because yes, I would be a disservice if I left off DMX.
Yeah, DMX.
He's definitely within my top 5. So again, like I said, what did I say? Biggie. Especially with that song, I Got a Story to Tell. Like, if nobody has Biggie as number 1 as far as storytelling, I don't know. You know, Cube and Scarface definitely they can battle for number 2 and 3. Oh, I got another one for you for open mic though. We're gonna definitely talk about this one because I got it in the But yeah, so fudge. Yeah, so Biggie, Cube, Scarface, DMX.
Mm-hmm.
Man, have you ever heard Damien? the Damien 1, 2, and 3? He was telling you a story, man.
I know.
Slick Rick.
There you go.
Hold on. That's your Slick Rick. Slick Rick.
All right. So I had Slick, Outkast, Scarface, DMX, and then shit. Who's gonna get that 5th slot, boy? it's a bunch of folks, man. Who's gonna get
that 5th slot? I'm telling you.
Yeah, who's gonna get that 5th, man? 5th, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna put Eminem at 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Eminem at 5. Great story. Great storytelling. Yeah, I'm putting Eminem at 5.
You know what? Slick Rick, I love you, man.
No, you can't change your list now, player.
Nah, man. Nah, man. Because, I mean, Stan is a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Slick Rick. Sorry, man. if you're watching, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely, because you definitely influenced a lot of folk, but I'd be remiss if I did not put Eminem in my top 5. I mean, his storytelling is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? To even where you even might want to say 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, Biggie didn't get a chance to live to tell more stories. But if you're talking about rhyme schemes and you're talking about storytelling, he definitely might be number 2.
Yep. M's in there.
He is in there. He's definitely top 5. If you don't say M is not in your top 5 storytelling, you're a hater.
Yeah, that's why I said I know it's going to be controversial.
If he's not top 10, then you're a hater. Then there might be some prejudice in your peripheral. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's all it would have to be. Bunch of prejudice. M is he's an amazing storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just being a phenomenal rapper, he's a great storyteller. You know what I'm saying? The way he bends words and makes them fit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta be crazy to leave M off that list.
Right. Hey, you know what? So in the same vein of hip hop, you started it. You started it. So
let's get it.
Like I told you before, or in the Ratchet News, it has been recently announced by Timberland first and then Swiss Beats that there is a Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records versus happening in Las Vegas October 25th. And I know I'm trying not to sound to look like Papa Doc from the 8 Mile. When you have Cash Money Records and you have No Limit Records, which one you think is gonna win? And I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a hard one because it's the Battle of New Orleans. Like, why it's not New Orleans, it baffles me, but it's Vegas, so it's neutral territory, I guess. But you know what I mean? But why not in New Orleans? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I think it would have went too crazy in New Orleans. I really think that went too crazy in New Orleans. I think they knew what they was doing. They get it to Vegas so real diehard fans can show up in attendance, and you know what I'm saying. Regardless of what people think, a lot of West Coast people rocked with No Limit and Cash Money.
They did.
Heavy.
They did.
Heavy. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the unofficial. This is the hype up because I know it's not next week, but it's the week after next. And we would definitely, dang, man, we got to figure out how to have a show or something to talk about that. But we're going to talk about it here. This is the.
We need to have like a live watch party.
We might have to do it.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Have like a live watch party, after party for the verses.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I've stated on here before, I've never really bought a Cash Money Records album or a project. I literally paid for it legit. I've had them, but I never really paid money for it. I've actually paid money for Master P. And I don't know, I know it's not like a versus per se, it's like a celebration, but us hip-hop heads, us real hip-hop heads, we look at it as like, okay, who do you think might take this? And so we're putting this right here on the show because I know this is what they like to elevate is a celebration. But for those nitty-gritty, hardcore hip-hop fans, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's have a deep dive. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think has more hits? No Limit or Cash Money Records?
Damn. This is where I feel like it's gonna go bad, is because Cash Money has more radio hits. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money got way more radio hits than No Limit. No Limit, you just had to be a No Limit fan. You know what I'm saying? To know the hits.
Right.
It wasn't really like a mainstream radio thing. Right. You just had to be a part of that environment and culture when it was happening to understand. So I think Cash Money gonna win on technicality because more people know those hits. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, how you compete with Gator Boots with the pimp? Like you're saying, Manny Fresh on the beat.
But, so here's the thing though. So when you think about it, I think Cash Money's catalog is technically longer than No Limit. No Limit was a season. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about kind of like Cash Money still to this day. And if you look at it, we're talking about from the very start of Cash Money, you had Juvie, you had BG, you had Turk, and then you had Lil Wayne. And then after those three kind of, either left the label or in unfortunate circumstances, you had Lil Wayne. Then Lil Wayne turned around and created Young Money. But so even Young Money was still signed underneath the Cash Money Records umbrella. So that means that you have Drake, you have Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? Tiger, you know what I'm saying, who had some hits. I forget who else underneath that Cash, the Young Money record. Let's just those three.
Corey Guns.
He didn't really have no solo hits. You know what I'm saying? He had features that 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever. Yeah, he had some good verses. You know what I'm saying? But as far as actually like solo stuff, we're talking about Juvie. And as soon as they Cash Money Records taken for the 99 2000s, that's over. You put on that high. You know what I'm saying? The block is hot. The block is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like a Lollipop, Lil Wayne. Like you said, Big Timers, Gator Boots with the pimped out Gucci suit. That's
all I'm saying.
From these O's ever that I go. You get your roll on. You know what I'm saying? Like, even to a certain extent, Birdman. What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, and my only knock, you know what I'm saying, even with this picture, I don't like it because I think it's disingenuous. It's a misrepresentation. Yes, technically Snoop Dogg was a No Limit soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when you think of Snoop Dogg, you think of Dr. Dre, Suge Knight, Death Row. You know what I'm saying? We all know the drama that unfolded with Death Row. But to be fair, Snoopy gave him some hits. The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told album. And me personally, I was not a fan of that. I only like one song off that album, maybe two, but I thought it was like the weakest of his catalog. But when he dropped No Limit Top Dog, the mother niggas couldn't ride for my what? The mother niggas couldn't ride for my what? Then he had Be Please, Lay Low. This is all technically No Limit Records. So I think Snoopy might be the saving grace of this, especially with his records. You had No Limit Top Dog and he had The Last Meal. You know what I'm saying? But Master P, I mean, Bout It, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Bout It. And then, like, what's that one? Even with Problem turned around and sampled that. How you do that there?
Yeah.
You do that there. Silk the Shocker, Mystical, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't know, man.
Don't ever say Silk the Shocker again.
Bro, he had hits. You can't just, it ain't my fault, him and Mystical. I think they were right by pairing Mystical with him, but even Mystical, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. This is
Mystical is they saving grace.
Cash Money. Cash Money's taking it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not fair in terms of optics. You know what I'm saying? You had to be. It's like underground versus pop. You know what I mean? Having a battle. That's really what this is. That No Limit is super dope. You know what I'm saying? I got the Hookup movies, all that shit. You know what I mean?
Got the Hookup. Holla if you hear me.
That's what I'm saying. But you had to be there. You know what I mean? Cash Money kind of cheating because they just been here so long. You know what I mean? Making music. And hopefully they don't include Young Money because I don't think that should count. You know what I'm saying? I think it should just be strictly old school Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Juvie is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile by himself is good enough.
Truthfully, to be honest with you, I think Back That Ass Up will annihilate any No Limit record. besides F the Mother Niggas. But still, I mean, you talking about the stuff to make the girls drop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back That Ass Up. I mean, you can still play it to this day.
That's all you gotta do. If they start off with doom, 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 it's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's pretty much a wrap, young sir. So yeah, I think Cash Money gonna take it, but I still think it's gonna be super dope for the older cats like us who know what that time felt like when niggas was wearing camouflage shorts and tanks on their chains and you know what I'm saying, do-rags outside with basketball shorts, all that kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? You had to be there. And I don't think nobody under 30 is gonna understand how severe this is.
To a certain extent, but like I said, you got Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? You got the Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, got hits on those albums alone.
Only like 2 and 3 really matter.
True.
But, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Only like 2 and 3 matter. They're like
right.
The Carter 2 and 3 is like the hottest shit Wayne ever dropped. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of drugs he was on during that time, but I wish he would find them again because the shit he on now got elephants in the background.
I didn't like that Carter 6.
Yeah, he's out there on a safari in Africa making beats. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that shit, but still love Wayne though. You know what I mean? Come on, bro, get it together. Yeah, I think it's unfair. You know what I mean? Just being honest, it's just unfair. I don't think No Limit has the cultural relevance that Cash Money does. In terms, yeah, I'm just saying in terms of longevity though.
True.
Like, when was the last No Limit hit? 98?
Something like that.
That like, what are we arguing about? Birdman dropped something in the 2010s, and he's trash.
The lifestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's garbage, but he's still Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's the battle of endurance with this one. Now, if you was back in the early, you know what I'm saying, or mid 90s and early 2000s, then you could understand Cash Money versus No Limit.
Right.
But you know what I mean, to understand No Limit for real, you would have to be in the 90s and up to like maybe 2002.
Very true. Very true.
If you was here after 2002, you probably ain't gonna understand what No Limit talking about or why it was important to us.
Right.
You know, but for somebody like me, hey man, I'll be turned the fuck up.
I'm tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I got my uncle nearest or my T to be politically correct, or my T, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I gotta be in front of a TV, you know what I'm saying, with the surround sound pumping. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to both, you know what I'm saying, but I think Cash Money's gonna take this one. But it's good for the culture. Yeah, it's definitely gonna bring a good nostalgia. And I'm pretty sure if they were smart, they'd capitalize off of it by touring together. No Limit, Cash Money tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll definitely sell out all around the U.S.
Now you're on to something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I go see that.
Me too.
And I don't even like being in large crowds like that, but I'll go see that. I'll
that. Quiet as it's kept, though, BG. BG was my dude, man. Cash Money is the Army, but he had Navy. I like this flow, man. His approach to the beat was, so I don't know, man.
Juvenile always been my dude. You know what I'm saying? Out of that,
Juvie can spit though. Oh man, you know another one before we move on. Another one. My favorite of Juvie is dang, but technically that's not a Cash Money record. No, I think it might be. I think he went back to Cash Money when he did that with Soulja Slim. I like it like that.
She working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for. Hey, come on now.
Yo, that song is cold. Matter of fact, let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Juvie, my dude.
Yeah, before if outside of Lil Wayne, yeah, Juvie could spit. Juvie was a real spitter.
She got up on. They don't know how to use it. Hey, Juvie been dropping hits, man.
Mm-hmm.
Juvie been dropping hits. I'm just saying.
Yep. Technically, that's Cash Money. Slow Motion's Cash Money. Yeah, he got some with that one. Man, yeah, man. If they tour, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna save up my little coins. I'm gonna go to that one. I'm definitely gonna go. I'll go support that.
They do need to make that a tour though. That'll be hot.
It would.
That'll be dope for real. That'll
Definitely
be hell dope. And I'd go see that for sure. And I know Denisha, she'll be turned up to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Her Southern California Southerner self. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've heard some Southern music, but yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey.
I think we should do a live watch party though. If it's on a Saturday, we should.
We'll try to work that out, see how we can make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know the copyright strikes are gonna be through the yin, so yeah, we might have to mute it or something. Hey, but real quick, I just got through like 19 minutes ago. Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces WNBA, Asia Wilson and her team, the WNBA champions. You know what I'm saying? 2025. Okay. Yeah, man, just came through. Asia Wilson is a beast out there, man. Like
MVP,
man.
Shout out to Vegas, man.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Aces. I've been wanting to actually go out and go check her out, man, because Asia Wilson can ball. And my question to you is: do you think that the WNBA gets the same look, or do you think that they should get the same look as the NBA?
Well, let me answer your first question first. No, they don't get the same look. And I don't even think it's because of the athleticism, because the women be hooping. You know what I mean? They might not be able to dunk. It might not be as explosive or whatever, you know, in that regard. But I think it's down to just poor marketing. To be honest, it's really down to just poor marketing to me. I think the WNBA needs to do a better job at outreach, because there's hundreds and hundreds of girls basketball teams across the U.S., high school, college, you know, all of that. They should be incorporating all of that into the WNBA in terms of reaching audiences. I think the issue with the WNBA is that they're trying to market men who already have the NBA, and that's not your niche group. You know what I mean? Now, we'll come watch the WNBA, but I'm telling you, like every other thing on this planet, if ain't no women there, men not coming. So I think WNBA needs to focus on getting more women in the stadiums, you know what I'm saying, having a good time where they have wine time or something. You know what I mean? Have you know, $5 wine night or something at the stadium, or you know, women-centered themes. You know, when they start doing that, I think more men will show up, and it'll draw a larger crowd. That's just me.
Agreed to a certain extent. You know, like I was raised with around a lot of women, so we were taught to really appreciate, especially like the WNBA. You know, so truthfully, I'm a Sparks fan. You know what I'm saying? By default, because of where I'm from. You know, for those that don't know, I'm originally from San Bernardino, which is like literally like right outside of LA. So we're in an LA market. So even in our paper, The Sun, you know, our home teams are the Lakers, you know, Dodgers, you know, once upon a time, the Raiders, the Kings. Sadly, you know, the teams I really don't rock with. The Ducks, the Angels, the Slippers, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, the Chokers, you know, who moved from San Diego, but even the Rams, you know what I'm saying, we're definitely. So, you know what I mean? But when we, especially around that time when Jerry Buss owned the Sparks, you know what I'm saying, we're definitely taught to appreciate one of the greatest, or actually the greatest woman basketball player of all time, Cheryl Miller, is actually from the IE. She's from Riverside. You know, so, you know, we definitely, and especially when she dropped like 100 points in USC, I think the only athlete, period, male or female, to do so. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely taught to appreciate. I think and it definitely needs to be put on a grander scale. Like you said, I think it is poor marketing because there are women out there who could hoop, like Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? She's proven it. But shout out to the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks, you know what I'm saying? And what's the other? The Dawn Stollies, you know, because she's definitely keeping women's college basketball lively. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely needs to be marketed a lot better. I definitely think that there needs to be some type of higher pay because for the simple fact for Angel Reese to be doing these endorsements and stuff, she's getting her bread, but she ain't necessarily getting like these NBA players. So, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it all starts with butts in the seats.
True.
You can't pay people if people ain't showing up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest about it. And it's just like back in the day when they used to give away Clippers tickets just to get people to go watch the game. For real. Like, ain't nobody going to watch that. And they used to give away Clippers tickets like almost every goddamn week.
They used to, for real though.
At Martin Luther King, they were like, "Hey man, you want 4 Clippers tickets? Here you go." Like, man, ain't nobody going.
That's sad because you said in MLK, that's San Diego County. For those that don't know, Clippers had already moved to LA at this point. So you know what I'm saying, like. Truthfully, what was happening with the shout out to the Clippers, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna really like ish on them too bad because they literally showed me and Jess a good time. You know, they have a dope facilities. But once upon a time, the only Clippers tickets were if you had a favorite team, especially outside of LA, if you wanted to go see them, or if you had a favorite player, the best time to see them was definitely during the Clipper game because Clipper tickets were a lot cheaper than the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they were selling them sometimes like 20, 30 a pop. You know what I mean? And we're talking about like good seats.
20, 30 a pop my ass. That shit was like Applebee's. They had a 2 for $20 menu. You know what I'm saying? You can get 2 tickets for $20, man. You know what I'm saying? We just need you to come. We'll even throw you $10 for gas. You know what I mean? Just come on down. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit they was on back then. So that's what I'm saying. Like, until you start putting butts in the seats, man, and I'm telling you, if they start marketing, they need to focus heavily on probably sophisticated women. Hey man, WNBA, give me a call, man. I got a whole marketing strategy for y'all. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Give me a call, man. And I don't want to say too much because somebody's gonna steal my idea and then I'm gonna see that shit. I'm pissed off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay like you weigh. I'm standing on business. You know what I'm saying? So WNBA, y'all want somebody to help y'all put butts in the seat, man. Give me a call. Just know that if there's a bunch of beautiful women there, the men will come.
True. So what you're saying is that they need more women to support.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You need more women to support the WNBA so that more men will feel obligated to go.
That's definitely something we can pick and talk about for the next time.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a whole strategy now that I'm finna call the WNBA in the morning and see what's up.
As long as you do it for the Sparks. I am biased. I'm reasonably biased.
I'm doing for I'm the whole league. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, specific.
True.
The Sparks true. Easy though. You know, I can do LA. I got LA popping. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all.
All right, bet. All right, y'all. So we're gonna wind it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This has definitely been a fun one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the folks who are watching. Don't be afraid to come on and engage. We're not gonna bite. Your opinion, your thoughts, views are safe here. Thank you for the ones who are sharing it. Thank you for the ones who are like. I see the like emojis going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're on Facebook, hit the like, share, subscribe button, and the notification button too. So definitely appreciate you.
Hey man, love y'all on purpose, man. You know you can do it. We appreciate y'all. It's been fun. It's been great. Friday night greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh snap!
Friday night greatness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to put the background on because the kids lost my remote to my lights in the back, so I didn't want it to be dry back there. So I put the virtual background on, but I still got it's messing up my Friday night greatness shirt. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we got them in all different sizes and colors, and for the ladies, y'all can get y'all one too. Y'all can be Friday night great. They got different fits and sizes and colors for y'all as well. Go ahead and hit third at
dropyour3cent.com.
There you have it.
Or you can hit up King Third, KING 3RD.com. Go there. You can get your shirts. You get some Third Degree merch. Get some Third Degree music. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting the studio in a few weeks, getting back into it. So producers, if you're out there or anybody who wants to collab, hit me up, especially at dropyour3cent@gmail.com. Hit me up because I definitely want to collab. You got beats. You got, if you want to produce, you got songs. Let's do it. I tend to write my own bars, so you can kind of help create like a hook, you know, maybe a song, whatever. But my bars gonna be my bars. But if you got a song concept, we can definitely collab. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the people who are watching worldwide. Like I said, we got something for our day ones, our loyalists. So make sure you tag a friend. Make sure you bring them back. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely gonna keep this popping, and we definitely want to plan a trip for something like next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gonna be a Drop Your 3 Cent type of extravaganza.
Gotta get it done. Got to.
Yes.
That's hey, and the merch come fast, man. Like I think I got this like within a week. Both my shirts. I think I ordered it that Friday, and by the following Thursday, I had it. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drop your order in, man. You can have your merch for next week. You know what I'm saying? And come on, send us some pictures to dropyour3cent@gmail.com so we can show it on the show, man, for all the supporters.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
All right, y'all. This has been a good one. It's been a live one. We want to thank you for the supporters. We want to thank you for the ones who are out there, our YouTube family, our Facebook family. Like I said, we'll be back next week. You guys got any ideas, you can still hit us up at the dropyour3cent@gmail.com. If you guys anything that you guys want us to talk about. But other than that, we're going to keep our ears and our eyes to the street. We'll give you the hottest topics. We'll give our thoughts about it. And, you know, we'll spin the block, as the folks like to say. But we want to thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.